Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark Kinney and Trey Tucker.
Okay, Trey, on a therapist's point of view, is why do you think someone stays in a bad relationship?
All right, tons of red flags out there in everybody. We all have them. But a lot of times we stick around, even though we know it's not the healthy relationship for us. We know there's better out there. There's tons of reasons, but we're going to start with two. Number one, you got a little bit of people pleasing going on. In other words, when the beginning of the relationship was in its beginning phase, you started noticing things that you didn't really like, but there were a lot of other things you liked better. So you just kind of kept your mouth shut about some of those things that made you a little uncomfortable or annoyed you in some way. And so you chose to avoid the pain in the short term. And then those same things grew and became a bigger deal in the long term. And by the time they really became a red flag at the end of the relationship, you caused yourself all kinds of pain because you wouldn't address it early on and nip it in the bud. So the people pleasing is one tendency. The other one is a lot of people fall in love with somebody, but it's not the real them. It's this version that they created of that person in their head, this idealized version. And we do that so often because we so desperately want somebody. And just to say that we have somebody or to say that we're in a relationship, we ignore some of their red or yellow flags and we amp up some of their positive qualities to maybe be better than they might actually be. So we've then created this fictionalized version of them in our own head and in our own heart. And for different reasons, we can actually fool ourselves for a pretty long time. But one day, that fake version of them comes shattering to the ground and you're just confused by, well, you're not the same person I started dating. And they actually are. It's just you didn't choose to see some of those signs. So save yourself some of the heartache by, number one, go so slow. Don't rush into something. Just watch that person with your eyes, watch their tendencies, watch how they treat other people, watch how their friends and family interact with them, and don't give your heart away until you have a really accurate assessment of them. And number two, be honest, be transparent, be upfront. When there's something you're uncomfortable with, say it early on, because that pain early on is going to be a whole lot less than if you wait when that pain becomes really damaging.
I hope my wife does not watch this episode because then she's going to figure out why she's staying with a loser like me.
Sorry, Shark. It's over now.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.